Resources. I've been looking at the point of resources, particularly, specifically, the point of nationalizing natural resources. What are resources? This question got me to considering all sorts of things. I mean, humans are resources. Resources is that which is here that can be used as assistance and support. Naturally occurring resources can be referred to as water, minerals, electricity, energies, oil, gas. Yeah, so within this, I started questioning myself and my resourcefulness here. And what the fuck have I been doing with myself and my resources here? What is the starting point of me existing here with resources? How does my relationship within and as my access to resources work? What is it I do with my resources? What is the point? What is the starting point of my doing with resources? How does a country operate with its resources? How do the people collectively utilize the resources? How are resources being suppressed and wasted and destroyed? How can resources be prevented from being destroyed? What is the best allotment of resources? What is the best direction, control of resources? How can resources be regulated for optimum benefit? How can I use my mind in ways that are resourceful for the benefit of all life here? Why is it that I was not educated in elementary school about resources? You know, our whole reality, physical reality being based upon resources and our resourcefulness. You know, why is it not till now that I really made the connection of resources, as being the source of life here, myself standing one equal within and as the source point of life here? Why is it I disregarded my self origin source of an as life here? Why is it I neglected to really regard all life here within and as all resources here? Why is it I've justified distracting myself from and as all life here? How ridiculous is it to neglect and disregard and destroy our life here? Today, I saw the point of how I am a reflection of all the relationships with resources that exist here. Like when looking at the big picture of reality and the relationships that exist with resources, this is indicative and reflective of my presentation of me here as how I use resources. And it's a tragic comedy. It's a real joke, you know, because well, fuck, it's not funny. It's sad. You know, it's like the sad, funny, like, ugh, it's so shameful that, to see and realize, like, yo, I'm the starting point of all that is here, within all that is here. There's me, life, source, oneness, and equality. This is the point that exists in each of us as a creator here, and how there's self-responsibility within it as the standing of creation here, and how, well, I haven't been a very responsible creator in every moment here. You know, it's kind of like a, oh shit. Fortunately for myself, I've committed myself to taking self-responsibility for myself here and self-correcting all the mistakes that I've made. As I realize it's within the humbleness and facing each and every mistake that I can take my life back, like re-gift myself the gift of self-forgiveness in giving myself back my life inheritance, which is which is and as the access to my abundant resource potential, my potential to be resourceful in taking action, having responsibilities, being so capable and able to respond in moments to prevent adverse circumstances. And it's within facing me as my mistakes, as all my acceptances and allowances that were totally not cool, that I stand one and equal as the problem and the solution, and thus I can create the way that is best. Uh, and in facing me as my mistakes, the problems, you know, I give myself access to the solution, the self-expression that is me, that births new life, new awesomeness into existence as like opening up the potential that is me that has been suppressed as a result of my relationship within and as like resource destruction, abdication of like self-responsible governance of resources. And that is the point really that sparked this whole investigation, is and around the point of the governance of resources and the practical point which is being proposed and presented within and as the living income guaranteed, which details, outlines the necessity, the practicality, the viable option, solution for every country to nationalize our natural resources for the betterment of all citizens within each nation. Yeah, so this is a point I will be continuing to explore, and I just wanted to share a little bit of me, self-expression here, talking about the awesomeness of my resourcefulness here, my potential to give myself access to the natural resources here, which is me in and as various forms of self-expression. Yeah. living income guaranteed. Check it out, livingincome.net.